Hey community, so I am making a quick little video on waste reduction. Woohoo! I believe that as an eco-village and also just as a community as a whole, we collect too much waste and too much trash and too much recycling. So I just wanted to give a few tips on how to reduce that and then talk about how to recycle properly. So, waste reduction. As a community, there's a lot of us here, things add up fast. So some kind of pointers that I have found is to reuse, to reduce, first of all. So I'm gonna go over this sign later, but we want to really figure out if we need an item, if we can make it ourselves. Like if you want hummus, can we make it ourselves? If you want applesauce, eat an apple. Things like that. So just starting with the end in mind, being mindful from the beginning when you're going to buy stuff. So one thing is containers. If you want peanut butter, maybe get a glass jar because you can reuse glass. Let me show you. You can reuse, this is what my peanut butter jar was. You can reuse it for water, you can reuse it for paint, to pour paint in, or like wash your paintbrushes or whatever. And another thing is buying fruits and vegetables that don't need packaging. Just try to limit your packaging. Just buy products with little amount as possible. And if you do have to buy them, which at the end of the day, we do need to have some stuff that are packaged because we don't have the ability to make all the things ourselves. So I bought strawberries and they were packaged, but then you can reuse it. So, I mean, some things you can't reuse, but some things you can. And now I'm using it for my bottle cap collection. And so that's another point, is that we can make art out of something. So I collect water bottle caps, and also certain water bottles that don't have the edges. You can make bracelets out of them. So I'm using this now because it's nice to reuse. You don't know where these things will end up. And one more thing. Don't forget your own bags when you go to the store. So put them in your car, put them in your room, put them somewhere you'll remember. And if you don't have your very own reusable bag, holla, because I will get you one, I will make you one, I will help you out. And so we can reduce the amount of plastic because they are so lightweight, and even if it isn't trash, it might flow out, fly away to an ocean where it will break up into tiny little pieces over time and be eaten by wildlife, and it will harm them and they'll be dead and they'll come out. So now that we've gone over how to reduce from the beginning, let me see. Is this backwards? And can you reuse or repurpose it? Once you've figured that stuff out, then you recycle. And you want to clean your recycling, you want to do a quick rinse, and then you want to remove the bottle caps and make a necklace. Okay, so I had to turn this around. One more thing that I was reminded of: buy your own water bottle, because, like I said, as in a community with a bunch of people, reusing water bottles, it's fine. I mean, it's not really that good because when it has heat and stuff, it releases the chemicals. So when you're leaving it in your car and things, and it builds in bacteria, and it's hard to wash them. So it's best to just buy maybe like a steel or something water bottle. Plastic's not because of that, but the BPA. But if everyone's going around reusing their plastic water bottles, it eventually will add up. Even though I do like the bottle caps, but I prefer to go out in the streets and find those kinds of things instead of our own eco-village. So back to how to recycle properly. We crush the cans, we crush plastics, whatever, because it takes up less space, so that's good. And even the website asks for it. They do not take plastic bags. It will be thrown away if we throw plastic in there. And you can recycle plastic in the right facility, like the grocery store that gave it to you. And no styrofoam. They will not recycle styrofoam. And I think they will take straws because in St. Pete they take all plastics numbers 1 through 7. So There is also a phone number that I'm going to write on here. This board will be by the recycling. It's a electronics and stuff pickup. So that's 727-893-7398. I will write it there. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for recycling. Thank you for caring. And let's do this. Let's be eco. Let's embody the movement and show people what it's about. Reduce our waste. Yeah.